Chosen ones, this is not a random moment. This is not just another message crossing your screen. This is alignment. This is timing. This is the quiet confirmation that something you prayed for in private is now standing at the door of your reality. There was a season when you prayed with certainty, and there was a season when you prayed through exhaustion. You didn't always have faith-filled words. Sometimes all you had was silence, tears, or a sigh that heaven still understood. And yet, every word, every whisper, every desperate plea was recorded. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was ignored. What you are about to walk into was formed in those unseen moments when you chose not to quit, even when quitting would have made sense. There were nights you questioned whether God heard you at all. Days when delay felt like denial. Moments when watching others receive what you asked for made you feel forgotten. But chosen one, delay was protection. Delay was preparation. If it had come earlier, it would have broken you instead of blessing you. You prayed for the outcome, but God was working on the capacity. You asked for the door, but heaven was building the strength to walk through it without shrinking, without apologizing, without losing yourself. What you are stepping into now requires the version of you that survived the waiting. You didn't just pray for a thing. You prayed for peace. You prayed for clarity. You prayed for alignment. You prayed for relief from cycles that kept repeating. You prayed for something real, something lasting, something that didn't cost you your soul. And because your prayer was pure, the process was intense. That's why it felt like everything that could be shaken was shaken. Relationships fell apart, plans collapsed, old identities dissolved. God had to remove what could not follow you into the answered prayer. Some people couldn't go where you were headed. Some versions of you couldn't survive the blessing. So God stripped, refined, and separated, not to punish you, but to protect what you asked for. Chosen one, you are about to walk into something that will feel familiar and unfamiliar at the same time. Familiar because you saw it in fragments during prayer. Unfamiliar because you never imagined it would come this way, this clean, this clear, this aligned. You expected chaos, you expected resistance. But when God answers, He often brings peace first. The struggle phase is ending. The striving phase is ending. What's coming next will not require you to beg, force, or chase. It will recognize you. It will meet you halfway. It will open without you having to prove why you deserve it. Pay attention right now, because heaven is shifting your pace. You are being slowed down not to delay you, but to help you notice the doors opening quietly. Some blessings don't announce themselves loudly. They arrive through conversations, invitations, ideas, sudden clarity, or an inner nudge you can't ignore. Don't overlook the small beginnings. What you prayed for may enter your life looking smaller than expected, but it carries expansion within it. Seeds never look like forests at first. There was a reason you felt resistance right before this message found you. The enemy always tries to create noise before a breakthrough, confusion before clarity, fear before favor. But the heaviness you felt recently was not a sign of failure. It was the pressure of transition. You were shedding an old season while standing at the edge of a new one. That tension you felt was the space between prayer and manifestation collapsing. You are crossing a threshold, and thresholds are uncomfortable because they require you to let go of what's behind you without fully seeing what's ahead. Chosen one, don't romanticize the waiting season now that it's ending. You survived it, but you're not meant to live there. Stop revisiting old pain to remind yourself how strong you are. Strength has already been proven. Now it's time to receive. Some of you have learned how to survive so well that receiving feels foreign. You're about to have to unlearn struggle-based identity. Not everything moving forward will require suffering. Not every door will resist you. Some things will come easily, and you must not self-sabotage by thinking ease means it's not from God. Sometimes ease is confirmation. What you prayed for is also testing you now, not to see if you're worthy, but to see if you're ready to show up differently. Can you walk into blessing without shrinking? Can you receive without guilt? Can you stand in answered prayer without explaining your pain to people who didn't believe in you during the process? You don't owe everyone access to what God is about to do in your life. Privacy will protect this season. Silence will preserve momentum. Move quietly, confidently, and obediently. There will be moments very soon when you realize this is it. It won't always be dramatic. Sometimes it will feel like a deep exhale. Sometimes it will feel like peace replacing anxiety. Sometimes it will be a decision that suddenly feels obvious after months of confusion. Trust those moments. Your discernment has been sharpened through disappointment. You know what alignment feels like now. You know the difference between excitement and confirmation. Don't second-guess what brings peace just because chaos used to feel normal. Chosen ones, what you prayed for didn't just change your circumstances, it changed you. That's why this blessing won't leave you empty afterward. It won't drain you. It won't require you to abandon yourself. It will meet you where you are and grow with you. This is not a temporary high. This is a foundational shift, a new baseline, a new standard. You are stepping into a chapter where your prayers don't feel like distant hopes anymore, but lived reality. Be prepared for gratitude to hit you in waves. There will be moments you remember the nights you cried and realize those tears were watering the ground you're standing on now. Let gratitude keep you grounded. Let humility keep you teachable. But don't downplay the miracle. Don't minimize what God did just to make others comfortable. This is sacred. This is earned through endurance. This is the fruit of obedience when no one was watching. Chosen one, walk forward without fear. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time. The door is open. The prayer has been answered. And the season you are entering will prove that waiting was not wasted. It was necessary. Chosen one, as you step closer to what you prayed for, understand this clearly: the blessing does not arrive alone. It comes with responsibility, with vision, with a quiet instruction that requires obedience more than excitement. Many people pray for the destination, but are unprepared for the stewardship that follows arrival. What God is bringing you into will require discernment, not desperation. You will no longer be able to move the way you used to move, speak the way you used to speak, or entertain what you once tolerated. The answered prayer will demand a higher standard, and you are ready for it, even if it feels unfamiliar at first. You may notice that certain desires are falling away. Things you once begged God for no longer hold the same weight. This is not loss, it is alignment. Your appetite is changing because your assignment is changing. God is refining your focus so you don't dilute the blessing by chasing distractions. Some opportunities will look good but feel wrong. Trust that feeling. Not everything that opens is meant to be entered. When you prayed, you asked God not just for provision, but for protection. This is protection activating through discernment. Chosen one, don't be surprised if people misunderstand this new version of you. Growth always confuses those who only knew you in survival mode. Your boundaries will feel like rejection to people who benefited from your lack of them. Your peace will feel like distance to those who thrived on your chaos. You are not becoming cold, you are becoming clear. And clarity often offends before it is respected. Stay grounded. You don't need to announce your transformation. Let consistency speak. There will be moments in this new season where you're tempted to look back, especially when responsibility feels heavy. Remember why you prayed. Remember the nights you asked God for change because staying the same was slowly destroying you. You didn't pray for ease, you prayed for purpose. And purpose always carries weight, but it is a weight that strengthens rather than crushes. If it feels heavy, pause and recalibrate, but don't retreat. You didn't come this far to step backward into familiarity. God is also healing the way you see yourself. In the waiting season, you learned humility. In the answered season, you will learn confidence without pride. You will have to accept that you are capable, qualified, and called, even when your past tries to argue otherwise. The blessing will place you in rooms you once felt unworthy of. When that happens, don't shrink. Sit fully in the seat God prepared. You were invited because you belong, not because someone felt sorry for you. Chosen one, understand that this season will expose motives, yours and others. Some people will celebrate you only when they can benefit from you. Others will disappear when they realize access has changed. Do not take it personally. God is narrowing your circle to protect your focus. Quality will replace quantity. Depth will replace noise. You will begin to value peace over popularity, alignment over approval. This is maturity, not isolation. As you walk into what you prayed for, gratitude must become a daily posture, not just a reaction. Stay thankful in the small wins, the quiet confirmations, the unseen progress. Gratitude keeps pride from taking root and keeps fear from returning. It reminds you that what you're living now was once a prayer you weren't sure would be answered. Let that awareness keep your heart soft even as your boundaries stay firm. There will be a moment when you realize the struggle no longer defines you. You are no longer introducing yourself through pain, trauma, or lack. You are moving from testimony to embodiment. You don't just talk about faith now, you walk in it. And that silent confidence will speak louder than any explanation ever could. People will feel the shift before they understand it. Chosen one, move forward with patience. Not everything will unfold at once. God reveals in layers to protect you from overwhelm. Trust the process even in blessing. Stay teachable. Stay obedient. Stay humble. You are not just walking into what you prayed for, you are becoming the person who can sustain it. This is not the end of the journey. It is the beginning of a new stewardship. Walk slowly, walk wisely, walk boldly. Heaven has answered, and now it is your turn to walk it out.